Hi everyone, I'm Fire Marshal Drew Egan. This is my friend Sparky the fire dog. We're with the Stevens Point Fire Department to give you a tour of our fire department headquarters, Station 1 here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Why don't you follow us and we can check out the inside. Here at the Stevens Point Fire Department, we are open 24/7, 365. However, we do have some day staff. To my left here, we have Fire Chief Robert Finn, and to my right here, we have Administrative Assistant Amanda. Let's head on down the hallway and we can check out where some of the guys and girls work every day. Here we have our watch office. This is where the daily operations of the fire department take place. You'll find employees here such as Acting Captain Shorberly here, controlling the schedule and operations for the day. And this is also where the majority of our calls come for 911. We have systems here like the Phoenix G2 paging system that tell us where to go and when to go to help us get there as efficiently as possible. We can head out next and check out the trucks. So here in Stevens Point, even though we are a fire department, we do cross-staff both EMS and fire vehicles. Here we have 5-1 Medic 1, our 2 paramedic ambulance that covers the northern half of Portage County. We can head back here and check out one of our fire vehicles. Here we have Squad 1. This is our technical rescue vehicle. So this is what we respond with when it comes to any kind of rescue that's outside of our normal disciplines. So water rescue, ice rescue, tech rescue. I think that's it, Sparky. On the back here, you can also see we have our airboat. So this is also how we respond to our ice and water rescues. And here we have Truck 3, one of our traditional ladder trucks. Stevens Point also has a Station 2 with a 100-foot ladder truck, and we do also run an engine company out of Station 1 as well. So here we're back inside where we work and live. This is my office, the Fire Prevention Bureau. I take care of fire inspections for the city, fire investigations, and kind of the general preparation that we do for fires every day. Next to me is my counterpart, Training Officer Howard. He keeps all of our members up to cutting-edge training that we need to help save and protect the public. And here we find ourselves next in our newly renovated classroom. This is where some of our members, like Training Officer Howard and other instructors on the department, make sure that we keep up on those cutting-edge training technologies. We have new projection standards, new computers, and better internet access to make sure that we can get a hold of any information we need and get it out to the rest of our members as fast as possible. So because our firefighters work 24 hours, they do need places to take the occasional rest or break. So upstairs here is where you'll find our firefighters in the early mornings and late evenings when we're not downstairs doing our daily duties or not out on calls. Here we have our bunk room where sometimes our firefighters are able to catch a quick nap. And upstairs here we have our day room and kitchen where we prepare our meals and sit down if we have a chance to. Here you'll find one of our standard bunk room setups. There's 2 bunks per unit, but only 1 person sleeps in at a time. We do bring our own sheets from home. Sometimes guys like to bring their own pillows, some of the more comfortable items from home as well to make them feel more at home here at the fire station. And we do have some small workstations here in case paperwork needs to be done. Down on this end of the building we have our kitchen and day room. As you can see, we do have a few places to sit down. If we have time, we'll maybe catch an evening TV show and take a quick break. Here we have our dinner table to eat. This was built by Stevens Point firefighters. We're very proud of it. And we found that having a bigger dinner table definitely makes for a tighter knit culture here at the fire department. We love sitting down to eat with each other at the end of the night. And over here we have our kitchen. This is also a central area of the fire station. Every night our crews get together, pitch in some of their own money, and cook up a hard-earned meal at the end of the day. And because this year's Fire Prevention Week topic deals with kitchen fire safety, we're going to take a little bit of a break here and talk about some safety tips that we have for you if you're working in your kitchen at home. So for the 2020 Fire Prevention Week slogan, we have "Serve up fire safety in the kitchen." Sparky the fire dog here is going to do some cooking here for me while we talk through some of the safety points. Well, let's slow down there, Sparky. You're going a little fast for me. It doesn't look very safe. So let me teach you some of the main points we need to stay safe if we're cooking. First up, we have stay focused on the food. When you're cooking, make sure that if you're going to leave the kitchen, you turn the burner off and take the food off the stove. Unattended cooking fires are one of the major responses that we have here in Stevens Point. Also, if you're going to leave the house, not a good time to start cooking. And it's always recommended to set a timer when you're cooking. In these crazy times we live in, it's very easy to forget that we've put something on the stove. Next, we have put a lid on it. If we ever encounter something that starts boiling over, something that starts on fire in the kitchen, or starts getting a little bit too much of what we're expecting, an easy way to control that is by putting a lid on it. Great job, Sparky. Next, we want to make sure that we keep our cooking areas clear. Sparky, I see that your cooking area is pretty cluttered, especially with things like paper. Not a great idea to have when you're working around an open flame or a stove. So why don't we go ahead and move that and keep a nice 36-inch area clear around our stove. I'll move this stuff too while we're at it. And finally, we want to make sure when we're cooking it, we prevent scalds and burns. It's always safest to cook using the burners near the back of the stove if we can, and make sure that we're turning those pot handles away from the edge. It's easy to bump into a handle when you're cooking and have that pot spill out all over yourself. If you follow some of these tips, you'll have a much safer year this year in the kitchen. Thanks, Sparky. As we come to an end of our tour here at the Stevens Point Fire Department, we got to make sure we take a quick stop by what our fire department is known for, our fire pole, and our good service. Sparky, you want to do the honors?